Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm here to answer I have quite a few questions. I'm going to answer a handful today. But I'm going to preface this, I don't know, by saying, now I'm 52. I've been studying and practicing witchcraft, since I was about 13. And so this is how I do it. This is how I do it. It is not how maybe other people do it. It may be not how you want to do it. I don't know. This is how I do it. And I have, over the years, I've been very strict and very, following things, that I read and that I learn and this and that and what I learned from others. I have many, many Wiccan friends and friends who are witches and whatnot. But over the years, I've just developed my own gig. And these, a lot of other people do it like this as well. But I hate when people write me and, look, this works for me. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. And that's it. So take what you want, leave what you want. Have a great day. Here we go. Okay. So CB, oh, I hope I get his name. CBL, I hope it's a he, not a she, if it's whatever, them, wrote, I light a tea light for creativity and it worked the first couple of times, but now it won't. Do you know why? I don't, because I'm not with you. But I'm going to tell you a few things, see if they apply to you. Otherwise, I might get another candle if I were you. And make sure, one of the main things you have to remember is to cleanse it each and every time you use it. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, I've had altars that I've sat, in rooms and on my dresser, and I've made wall shelves and I've done all the things. Okay. But when I'm done with a spell, I am not somebody who burns the candle down all the way. And, a lot of things that you read say, light a candle, do your wish, scry in what you want, hold it with your intent, whatever, but then let it burn all the way. I don't do that. You can, by all means. I don't have the time or the money to keep going and buying candles and stuff, although I do buy from the dollar store. However, if you feel like, you know what, I really want to do that, get yourself a birthday candle. Nothing wrong with it. Now, she's a fancy one, this one. But you can go, obviously, to the dollar store and buy plain color candles. I also have, which I'm moving my art room, like my whole being, into another room, and I have my really great bag of candles I can't find, which are like maybe this big and maybe that around. That, if it's something you can, scrying that or scribing that and leave it burn down or whatever. I still don't, but they are smaller for certain things. Like if I'm sitting out on the patio and I'm with like Emily and Dave or whatever, and we do a spell, if we're going to sit out there, I'll let it burn down. I'm not opposed to it, but as far as me doing, I mean, look at this bad boy. This is a green candle, obviously for, like growth and money and luck and the things, right? I mean, look, and I still will burn this one. This is so lucky that this is cheap and easy witchcraft. When I can't burn this anymore, I'm going to take this and I'm going to melt it down and I'm going to put it into a votive like this and burn it again, because this has been the luckiest candle I've had in a couple years. So that's what I do for this. But this is all this is. I don't know if I could lift this out. I'm afraid I'm going to break. Yeah, I'm going to get all the... But I just keep... And it's just a little thing I got from the thrift store. Cleansed the candle, do my thing. Okay. Then, like I said, here's this. So you can definitely use this. If you can't find, like something that you want to put... that you can fit your candle in, you can buy an inexpensive dollar candle, melt it down, and then stick this in so it holds it. So then you can, once it hardens, then you can burn this. What is there? Clay. I mean, there's many things that you can just kind of put this in. You can even put like some hot glue with a glue gun, stick this in the middle and just leave it there, and then it will harden and you can use this until you're done. Okay, that's that. Now, this is a gold candle, and well, I use gold for many things, and first off, I use it for my everything candle, which means it's for, you know, creativity and money and positivity, and if I'm trying to banish negativity or what have you. Now, you can scribe in the candle what you want. You can do sigils, you can do all that kind of stuff, but what I like to do is write it on a teeny piece of paper, or a piece of paper like this. I have them sitting, matter of fact, right here. These are Post-its. I write it on there and then I'll burn it. And I would make black salt with it. So anything I get ash wise, like from my incense, or, you know, burning anything, I try to keep, and I put it in my salt to make black salt. That's a whole other video, but that's what I like to do. In here, this is just an apple juice bottle, and I didn't even take this off. And I have my salt in here, and the salt cleanses the candle, and as well as makes it my everything candle if I want it. Or I could just use this for, I don't want to say gold, because gold's obviously not going to come to me, but like, you know, money spells, you know, that kind of thing. But I keep it in here so it gets cleansed, and I can reuse it each time for my next spell, as well as I cleanse it with my hands, and I cleanse it with sage, which is, you guys have seen a million times. Almost done with this one. So that, okay. So this is an apple juice jar. It's, what brand is it? Marinelli's. It's Dave's favorite, especially after he has his surgeries and stuff. So I get it. It reminds me of my husband. I put the salt in there. I put the bad boy in there. He done. And then I got this at the thrift store. But you can find these on Amazon and everywhere. And I will put my candle in there. This is a spell candle for me. Or when I do my sage, I will put my ashes in here and then put it in my black salt, or throw it away, whatever I'm in the mood for that day, depending on, you know, how I felt everything cleansed. Sometimes I cleanse things quite a few times. But this is great. So you can find these big, small. I have a Himalayan salt lamp. This is Himalayan salt, which I love, and I cook with it all the time. And it's good for you, especially if you have high blood pressure like me. You can't have regular salt so much, so the Himalayan's really great. But this, you know, this orange one, for instance, is like creativity and justice and celebration and happiness and just, you want to have a great day kind of candle, right? So that's that. I'm not going to go into individual spells for everything because it would take me hours. Now, remember I showed you from the dollar store these. Well, this is, I call these purple ones are my creativity candles. I have them everywhere, but that's how nice that goes in there. Now, do you have to have a creativity candle? Look at the, I have a bunch of these. I'll have to really cleanse that one before I use it. Do you have to use a no, you can just get a white votive. You can get a tea light. Tea lights would be beautiful. Not only would they be a twofer where you could do a spell with a tea light, and yes, you can do a spell with a tea light, follow all the same things I'm telling you, but just to put on the table to get a bunch of these with those tea lights, I bet you that would be beautiful. Very meditative, very peaceful. Okay, so that's that. And this is just a small creativity candle. I'm the clumsiest in the world. Okay, so I have that. Now, I have this. Now, I bought this from Crystal Journey Candles, and I love that company for these bigger ones. Now, I will make my own. I do make my own. I have my own stuff here, but I've had these for a while. And what the reason I'm showing you is if you're starting, and I'm going to be, you know, I'm just giving you my tips here. It's called Crystal Journey Candles. Fantastic. They're handcrafted in the United States. And it gives you, this is a Manifest a Miracle pink. And pink, to me, I try not to do too much as sticking to one kind of thing, because you can use them for whatever. But it's like love and friendship and femininity and, you know, good stuff, right? And then you can use it for Manifest a Miracle. And these are Reiki charged, so that's good. But It says, may I receive intercession from the Spirit to assist me in my time of need. Let me graciously recognize, accept, and appreciate those wondrous gifts received. And, you know, that's, you want to cleanse this. You want to hold it and put your energy in it. You light it. You say this. Sometimes you say, I like to say it 3 times because 3 is my number. And, you know, those work too. So you can and go and buy this. I have this. I have it, the orange. I don't have my purple one here. It must be, I have probably 6 of them. Okay. So those are in there. Now, the next and last thing I will show you today, because I could go on hours and hours and hours, is incense. Incense is also a cleansing. You know, I have my Palo Alto that I've done videos on that I love. But I also love cleansing with incense. Now, my daughter loves cleansing with incense as well. But if I do the sage, that girl can be gone all day, walk in and said, oh my gosh, I can smell the sage, and she gags and she gets a headache. This, same freaking thing, but whatever. So, all you do is, these, I got this at Lowe's for $5. You can't beat it. Watch this. And it's my candle. My hands are very shaky today, so excuse me. Okay. You leave it burn, and then you go cleanse. You cleanse your candles. You want that smoke because the smoke cleanses it. This one smells good. Okay. Cleanse all that you're using. I will even cleanse my sage because it just sits. Where do you keep your items that they don't get bothered or energy around them in them? I don't know. Maybe you're fancy and have a big old chest or something, and I'm jealous, honestly, and good for you, but I don't. So I have to cleanse everything before I use it. Now, let's just, I like to do that. I will stick him in there and leave him go. I will let it burn all the way. Now, I've done this before. I've talked about this before, but as a real quick that you can go do now, go into your herb cabinet, get a sage leaf, a bay leaf, whatever kind of leaf you have. I usually use bay leaf, but sometimes, you know, the sage will come. It depends on, you know, what you have. But we have to have bay leaves for when we do Thanksgiving. Anyway, and you write down what you want. Money, love, health, positivity, whatever it is. And then light your candle and burn it. Just burn it. Take those leaves that burn, the black, put it in your salt, make your black salt, and you did a spell. That simple. So, that's that. If you have done a spell and you, I know I went on a tangent, but my point is you have to cleanse after every single one. And you have to put your energy in it. You can't, I can't just use this, keep using this, and expect it to work every time because it's not cleansed in between. And I have come to the point where I can use a candle and use it and nothing come of it. Now, remember, let's say I do a lot of like money spells, positivity spells. And I can't sit here and be like, I want to hit the lottery tonight, boom. And then for whatever reason, I don't know, I find $20 on the ground, or I find $2 on the ground, or I get a check in the mail, whatever it is, or maybe a stimulus check comes, whatever it is, that is your spell coming back to you. If you're not getting, oh, I didn't hit the lottery, so my spell's not working. I gotta put this out. It's burning my eyes now. I'm just gonna put it in there. If you don't hit the lottery and that's what you wished for, and you didn't hit it, think, or your spell didn't come true, think, did something else happen that resembles that, or that could be taken for that? You know, I don't do dark spells or like negativity spells on other people. Sometimes I would like to. I really, really would. And sometimes I really think about it. And one day, I don't know, maybe I will. However, I don't. But you have to watch how you say your spells, and you have to watch that you're not going after somebody else, and you have to pay attention to how you say it, what you say, and what you got in return, even though it might not be what exactly you wanted, if that makes sense. Let me know down below any other questions, but always cleanse in between. And if you get to a point where you're like, it ain't working, 2-3 spells in, and you're like, nothing, I have nothing, I would throw it away and start fresh. That's what I would do. Otherwise, throw it in the freezer overnight so you can cleanse it. Make sure you put your intent in it, and you should be okay. Florina had asked about reusing candles, and Autumn had asked about reusing candles and letting them burn out, and I kind of answered that already. But like I said, I do not have money to go out and repurchase candles all the time. I mean, I can buy, you know, like $10 worth at the dollar store of different colors. I buy green, I buy white, gold. It depends on, you know, what they have and they have blue, they have all the colors, and you can use them. But yes, you can use them over. When I go to put mine out, some people don't like to blow it out. You can get a candle snuffer, and just do that and just say, you know, and so it is. That's it. And then when you want to use it again, cleanse it again. Leave it in the freezer overnight. Put it in salt overnight, sea salt. Hold it with your hand. Put your intent into it. Go again. Do the spell again, and just repeat over and over. And you can get, like I said, you can get quite a few out of there. And this is my lucky one that I don't use all the time. I should have bought my other money candle in, but that I started using, but I save this and I'll use it again, and I'm going to remelt that wax. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you're like right on, and other times it's like, I find $5 in the parking lot, you know, but I'm going to go get a ice cream cone. I don't know. But yeah, so don't be discouraged. Look around. So you, like I said, use a birthday candle, but yes, of course, you can let them burn down if you choose to. If you do not, just put them out and go about. Again, I've been doing this for, gosh, what? I was 13, 14. So I'm 52, 22 years? No, 32 years. 32 years? No. 40 some years. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. And I've read a gazillion books. And like I said, take a walk out in nature, like cleanse yourself. Get out there for 5 minutes in whatever capacity you can. If you live in apartments and there's no park or anything by, just walk down the sidewalk for a minute. Let that wind, especially when it's windy, to blow off all that negative energy and get you straight again, which will also help your spells. So I can go on and on and on. If you want me to, let me know down below. I will continue on to something else. This is just a little peek inside me. Inside my world. It doesn't mean that you have to do it like this. This is just people asking me my opinion and how I do it. And this, as a witch, is how I do it. Sometimes I'm on point. Other times I don't touch this stuff. Depends on my depression. It depends on what I want. But these are all around me. Believe me, ask my family. That it gets on all their nerves because it's everywhere. You can find in my thing where I'm making black salts in the kitchen. I mean, like, I'm everywhere, all over the house. And then there's a whole other thing about crystals. Crystals is a whole other thing if you don't want to do candles. So there you go. That's just the tip of the iceberg. But I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope it answered some of your questions. And thank you, Seabell and Florina and Autumn. I really, really appreciate your questions. And I have a few more. I'll write them down and do them again. I hope you enjoyed this and listening to my dog scream. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Many blessings to you all out there, and I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.